Siema, z tej strony Kubańcie, mamy pierwszy odcinek z kariery z zawodnika kierowcy w F1 2018. Wybieramy Williamsa, czyli najgorszy zespół w stawce. Będziemy jeździć z Lancem Strollem, tak myślę. Taki będzie na razie, bo to jest moja pierwsza styczność z tą grą, znaczy pierwsza styczność. No, gram w nią 2 godziny, 60 będzie ok. Jak będzie źle, to sobie po prostu zwiększę. No i dalej.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Dobra. Sprawa jest tego typu, że pewnie
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Dobra. Co do sytuacji ogólnie...
Welcome to your new team. Williams has a rich history, with several periods of dominance over several decades in the sport. It's high time for another one of those, and you can help make that happen. So let's knuckle down and get to work, okay?
Będę pokazywał wam tylko najlepsze okrążenie z kwalifikacji i oczywiście cały wyścig, więc no, lecimy chyba.
Here you can see the pertinent details about your current contract. On one side are the objectives and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team. On the other is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the current team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
Było mówione o profilu kierowcy,
Winning rivalries is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
Właśnie. Jest o rywalu. No jak widzimy, no fajnie by było coś zrobić, no ale to jest jednak bardzo słaby bolid. No więc tutaj dobra. Drzewko bir. No tutaj, możemy sobie już coś tutaj polepszyć. To jest fajne, mam 1500. Mi się wydaje, że aero, no sobie polepszymy. Tutaj no myślę na skrzydło. Tak, na Chiny będzie. Aha, czyli nie mogę, czyli mogę tylko na jedno. Dobra, no i myślę, że jeszcze możemy... Aha, tu jesteśmy dobrzy. A, to też będzie. Wytrzymałość. I tu też. Dobra, zostawimy sobie. Tu zarządzanie bolidem, no to dobra, no dobra. Okej. Więc dobra, więc będę sobie jechać w ringu. Jak będzie wyścig, ale to już was poinformuję i zobaczycie sobie wszystko.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:29.3.
No i jest rozczarowanie, 17 miejsce. No jest słabo. Jest słabo, no. Niestety, jest słabo. No i dobra, widzimy się w wyścigu.
New drivers, new cars and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question.
DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. There's static over the radio. Say again. P16, we have P16. Ericsson ahead, less than a second separate you. They're on fresh ultra softs. Alonso behind, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh ultra softs. Pit window open, 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 13 laps to go. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Say that again, we're having trouble receiving. We're fighting here are Van Dorn and Stroll. Didn't catch that. Say again. Okay, here's who we're really fighting today. Van Dorn and Stroll. some of this energy. Quit boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Exit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Is in for his stop. There's 9 laps of fuel remaining. Super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.6 seconds. press deployment to overtake mode. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Seconds. They're on fresh super softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 30.9. Nice work, that brings you up to place. Switch to overtake and have a go. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. is 3.2 seconds. teammate behind is 9.0 seconds. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. Okay, good work. Great pass. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Young. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes move to the top of the table. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Było fajne to jeszcze jest na świąteczne. Nie ma poziomu w technikę. W następnych wyścigach. O. Wywiadzik.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Było świetnie, samochód jechał jak przyklejony.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Żadna tajemnica poznał sprawę.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Zdarzyło mi się, no, niestety tak.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Szczerze mówiąc, nie wiem, coś to... A, dobra.
Appreciate your time.
Bezkarność, przełożenie miejsc, Moja. Rywalizacji mam.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
I mamy ponad 1000 punktów. Aha, dobra, aero nie mogę. Przytrzymałość. Dobra, możemy to zrobić. Redukcję masy. A w tym jesteśmy okej, dobra. Więc na tym kończymy sezon. Znaczy sezon, Jezu, wyścig. Ja was żegnam, no i cześć.